𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐈𝐍 is right here with me in the studio. What's going on, bro? How are you doing?
I'm chilling.
Man.
Doing fine.
It feels good to see you, man.
Yeah.
And it feels good to, when I just hear vibes, I'm just always proud. Like, you look at people and you see how far they've come, the great work they've put in, and you're so proud of them. And this man right here is a legend, right? Legend. I like to say family, blood, all of that stuff. There's so much greatness running through right now in your body, so I can feel it. Because when I take a look at the genesis, I take a look at your father, I take a look at you, or what you're doing right now. You're taking the name father, you're just taking everything to the next level, and it's beautiful to see. So how do you feel? How do you feel at the moment?
I feel very amazing. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing what I should be doing.
Yeah.
And it just feels really good to see that people connect to the things I've put out, the work I've done, and just connect to it and basically get inspiration from it too. Yeah, it gives me a lot of joy.
All right, great. So for those people probably out there listening to the radio station now wondering what's the update about this guy that I'm just hyping. I'm going to give you all the scoop in a little bit. I'm going to be talking about 𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐈𝐍, giving you like a short profile introduction. But first, let's listen to the smash, taking you way back to 2021. Fat tune from ladipoe and the man they call Benson. That song titled Feeling. Yeah, this was like one of the records that broke the door open straight up. It was one of the records that just kicked the door open. Like, yo,
for him.
But you've been around, right? Because as of 2014, 2015, you were making records with 𝐿𝐍𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐜, and 𝐿𝐍𝐧𝐧𝐽 had like some of the biggest records at the time.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It was just I was always a big fan of 𝐿𝐍𝐧𝐽 from the first time he came onto the scene.
Yeah.
And I just always wanted to work with him. Unfortunately for me, my sister is friends with him. So she linked me up with him.
Yeah.
Over the phone actually, because I didn't get to meet 𝐿𝐍𝐧𝐽 until 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually started talking to 𝐿𝐍𝐽 in 2011.
Wow.
And so the records we put out were songs that we actually made between that 2011 2012.
Whoa.
Wow. And it came out like
2014, yes.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, so it was just it was one of those things like, I want to work with this guy. He's really dope. He's doing something that I really, I also wanted to just be at that level, like creating at that level, and he was one of those guys that was doing it for me at the time. So it just made sense for us to work.
All right, inspiring. Because at the end of the day, I was going to ask you, what are the things that you pick when you decide to work with people? Because you were quite interested in working with 𝐿𝐍𝐧𝐽 at the time. So far back as 2011.
Yeah.
Right, and 2014. Those records came out. So what are the things you pick when you decide to work with people?
So for me, I just I don't know, maybe I just have like an eye and ear for finding guys that have like unique talents, that are not doing like what other people are doing. Yeah, right. 𝐿𝐍𝐧𝐽 was rapping, but like when he hears rap, when he hears flow and style, like it's still different from like what was like common at the time. So I'm always looking for those kind of people to work with, because I feel like that's the kind of vibe I also give with my beats when I make my beats, right? So I want somebody who can think outside the box, who doesn't think like the way the regular artist would think. So when they hear my beat, they will do something that nobody expects from them. Because most people, if you give a beat to like most artists, they will almost do the same thing.
Normal thing.
Where you have those guys that just think, they just set themselves apart, right? When they jump on it, they just go like the other way, and that's what I like to get on my stuff. It just gives you that shock value. you know, anytime you hear the music, and that's what music should be about.
Andre, I always go the other side with my song, so maybe we can work together. I like going the other side.
But you know, we're talking about all of this now. How does it feel to be 𝐕𝐍𝐻𝐈𝐍𝐄 𝐕𝐻𝐈𝐑𝐀𝐓𝐈��� son?
I feel
Because I mean, at the end of the day, we talk about greatness, right?
It's a legend.
And we talk about what your dad did, right? Alexander 𝐕𝐻𝐈𝐍𝐻, that's your name.
yes.
And then we look at what your dad did. We look at what you're doing at the moment. You know, how does it feel? Do you feel like, oh, Dad, I finally, did what you asked me to do? Dad, yo, where? The road is still far.
Yeah, the road is still far. But like, so first I would just say it was just meant to be, right? It's destiny. I don't think there would have been any other way that I would have come into this world.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm definitely fortunate to have come through, that channel.
Yeah.
Right. Because a lot of the things that I know, I also like just took it from my dad. Like I saw him. Some of them growing up, I wasn't conscious of it, but you just see these things every day, and you just kind of like absorb them. And over the years, it started to manifest, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really grateful for that, and I'm also like happy, and I know he will be proud.
Yeah.
He's always been proud, but like he would have been prouder right now if he was alive. Like, because I'm also doing things. I'm making a name for myself, and he would have been so happy, with all the records that we've been breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have been so happy.
Well, Andrew, honestly, is there any pressure on you knowing that, your surname is carrying legendary status and you have to live up to that, basically?
Absolutely not, because I mean, it's now people are starting to link me with my surname.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always been 𝐈𝐍𝐻 for the longest time, so, I'm
no
chill
pressure.
and it's fine.
All right, let's talk about the record right now that's shutting down the world. Because I played a couple of other songs. I'm like, Andre's got so many hits.
You don't even know which one to choose from, to be honest.
So it would have been nice, to talk about 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐲, talk about, records like, I mean, there's so many records. This guy's proud.
He just sits down there and then creates magic. He's not even singing on the scene, but then we can feel his work from behind the scene.
Yeah, being behind the scene, how does that feel? Sometimes, because I feel like, producers sometimes, making money, great. That's why sometimes they decide they want to put out records for themselves.
Yeah.
Come step out of the shadows, do stuff for themselves, put themselves in positions where everybody's talking about them, But sometimes, do you feel like you want to step out of the shadows? Are we expecting to get an 𝐈𝐍𝐻 project pretty soon?
So the way it is, right, I feel like when producers do that, it's just to fulfill that
righteousness.
Yeah, that's that thing, because a lot of guys who go into music usually start as artists. You start to write.
I know you started as an artist. I wasn't going to go into that part of your life.
Yeah, so it's like when you get that opportunity and the platform, and you're at like a certain level, you just feel like, you know what, I need to at least do this thing, let people see. So for me, I definitely would put out a project, as an artist, just even if it's one project, just to put it out there and know that, yes, I did this thing, because I want to do everything that I've, envision, right? So I want to be able to do that and know that, yes, I did this thing. I don't like to leave and not do stuff and then regret that I didn't do it. Yes.
All right, let's check out the song from and produced by 𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐈���, and this one is titled "Calm Down." It's from Rema. It's one of the biggest records. I say probably the biggest afrobeat song at the moment, and I know that it's so much feathers on your crown, right?
At this point,
so much, because if we talk about this record, we talk about being on number 5 on the Billboard chart. That's a
and causing traffic in India, by the way.
I mean, shout out to him, by the way. We'll talk about that real quick. I mean, I saw that Indian thing happening. I mean, from day one, I felt like if this guy don't go there, man, after the prophecy is not fulfilled. Let's check out Calm Down. We'll be back in a bit. Smash record right there from 𝐼𝐍𝐻, that one. Rush. Man, you sit back and you listen to some of these records and you feel like, yo, you know,
I'm there. I feel good.
Apart from feeling good, I mean, knowing the fact that you produce the songs, I'm sure the check feels good too.
But gosh, no one man should have all this power.
So let's talk about the checks, right? Because I mean, is that part of the show? Like, because that part that a lot of people don't like to talk about.
It's an important conversation.
It's an important conversation. I mean, these songs, 𝐼𝐍𝐒 𝐈𝐍𝐿 got mad numbers, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about this particular record, feeling ladipoe, big numbers. Records that you produce on the Mavin, album as well, mad numbers. We talk about Rush. We talk about, I mean, so many songs to mention, and in recent times where everything is digital, everybody's talking about catalogs, everybody's talking about numbers on Spotify, Apple Music, and the rest of that.
Yeah.
And people are making money from publishing, sync deals, and all that stuff. How does it feel to be Andre Vibez? In terms of the money, though, because I know that the money's long.
I mean, I think honestly,
I didn't even talk about Calm Down.
Yeah.
See me.
No, just see that one. I just dropped that one side. We'll come to that one.
Let's talk about it.
Honestly, these days, I feel some kind of like power. You know when you've reached like a certain position, stage in your life, right?
You say, I know if you poor. Right?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Can't be broke anymore, bro.
Nah, that kind of thing. And then just stepping out, like I just know that I'm the guy.
No one man to have all that.
You should produce the guy by Emma now.
That would have been a very great statement, actually.
That would have just been. I would have asked you this question. I'm like, check out that record, bro.
Right.
Let's check out the guy.
But really, let's bring this. We're talking about this off the radio, and we're saying that the waiting period, because I like to inspire people. I like to talk about the waiting period. For you linking up with 𝐬𝐧𝐧𝐬𝐿, right?
Yeah.
Was a wow.
Yes.
And you kept trying. Reaching out to 𝐬𝐬𝐧𝐧𝐬𝐿. Finally, how long did that take? That waiting period, and finally, when it decided, like, guy, come through. Let's make magic happen. How did that feel as well?
It felt very nice for Don 𝐬𝐧𝐧𝐬𝐿 to actually grant me an audience.
Yeah.
I reached out to him in 2019. I just quit my job.
What were you doing at the time?
I was a radio producer. Yeah.
Where's Stanley?
I knew you were going to call his name. I knew you were going to call his name. The future is right there.
I just quit my job, and everything was rough that period, but I just knew that I really wanted to get back into making music because I had taken like some kind of like 3-year break. Yeah. And I reached out to 𝐬𝐬𝐧𝐧𝐬𝐿 through my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to have powerful family members.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
through my cousin.
I don't know anybody, but let's
and to be honest, when I reached out, I just wanted to see him. I just wanted to, at least, even if I had like a 30 minutes conversation, I just wanted to like get into his brain, his mind.
Presence.
Yeah.
Yes. Just I knew that just meeting him, I would pick some things and it will help me move forward in life. So she spoke to him about me, and the response I got was, oh yeah, I've seen him, my office is not ready. I didn't understand. I was like, I don't need office, even if outside, even if 5 minutes you give me, but I did that, and when I got a response, I just chilled. I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't bother anymore, and 5 months had passed. January 2020, I just got a message that he was ready to see me.
How many times within those 5 months that you said, I'm not doing this again, bless this man will call?
No, I didn't. And me, I don't give up. But me, see, if you know me,
I stop on die.
See, my convictions, if I say I won't do this thing, whether I know how to do them or not, I will find a way. If it takes me 10 years, I will work to make that thing happen. I'm very patient. I'm very, So once I quit my job, I knew that I had to do this thing. I had to work. I had to get music out.
You burned that bridge already. And
I had to get music out because I was like, nah, for me to take this step, leave a job that's, is my source of life, livelihood and all of that. I have to do this thing. So whether any Jazzy reached out to me or not, I was still going to continue, and I was doing that already. I was just trying to make something happen.
Yeah, I worked with Tuba already. You worked with, a long list.
I was trying to make something happen, and then, it was like maybe God just listened to me, and He just knew that, okay, you are ready. So I could send all the people come your way, and Jazzy reached out, and I went to see him in the office. The minute I met him, I don't know, I felt something. It was like, something will happen for you. And then he just told me, bro, anytime you want to, you can come and use the studio anytime you like. Nobody's going to stop you. He called the studio manager. Nobody should stop this guy. Allow him. And that was it. It wasn't even about signing me or anything. It was just while I was there, just coming around, and I was working, and I guess they were seeing the work I was, putting in. I was working. I was just doing my own thing there. And they decided, you know what, we'll have to get you on board.
But somewhere at the back of your mind, were you looking to be signed?
No, not at all. I was still doing my own thing. I was still planning. Even while I used to go to Mavin and chill and work, I was still working on my own thing. I didn't even think of it. So when they called me, when Tega called me and told me, bro, I want to see you, and then we saw, and he was telling me all of that. Okay. I was like, yeah, cool. It made sense, and I feel like it came at the right time because I also just was mature already. Like I already knew everything I wanted to do, so it was easy for me to just.
Does Jazzy still oversee your productions?
Oversee?
Like sometimes, like y'all say,
make a check with him.
Why you not gonna carry on and go this progression?
No, he's never done that too. They've never done that. So everybody has you have the liberty to express yourself.
Nobody took that question.
Nobody is telling you make music like you make. No, they don't do that there.
That's a leader right there. Actually,
they don't do that there. If it's dope, it's dope. That's what music is about. If you play it, we have a listening. We play the song. It's dope. They love it. The whole team loves it. It's good to go.
All right, dope stuff. Now we've talked about you saying that you might put out a project eventually. So let's wrap this up real quick because we know we got to let you go. Right now, Andrew Vibez, you've worked with a lot of people, right? Long list. I mean, there's so many people that I didn't even mention, but I just try to keep it close to the people that some people can relate with. It's a long list, right? So tell me for a fact, what are these people that you want to work with? Because right now in the industry, I know I don't want to begin to answer your questions for you, but it's a long list already. What is people
I have my Mavin family, so
leave Mavin.
That's your house already.
Yeah, that's my house. So that one, I have my guys from there.
Yes.
I'm looking to people like Young John. I really love what he's putting out. And I mean, he's a producer like myself, and we've been talking, so
magic is happening.
Something's gonna happen.
What kind of song is that?
That should probably be a single though.
We'll see. I have singles.
You have singles.
Yeah, there are songs. I have songs. It's just we've not chosen when we choose.
So the single is coming.
It will come. Yeah, most definitely.
Let's go.
Are you telling me who's gonna be on it?
No, not yet. Not yet. There are a couple of guys. This Mains. I love Mains, so I'm looking at
Mains. Wow. See, the crazy part for me. We're asking you the people you would love to work with, and you're talking about the new generation.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. Usually conversations like this are. We should talk to please. I mean, these guys apparently you worked with almost some of them already, right? But really, it's the fact that you have eyes on the new generation, and that's beautiful. So I must applaud you for that.
Yes.
Vibes. We really need to applaud you for that.
My tambourine is fired.
We really need you because I think I always say this, but it gets into the era where we won't really have the 𝐈𝐍𝐶, the Burna.
Yeah, the shift is happening already. It has happened already. It's
Obviously,
just, so.
because I mean, these guys will be taking the back seat, and some new guys will be in charge, and I think everybody needs to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Good. Shout out to you, by the way.
And I feel like it was what people like 𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐈 saw. Yeah. Then they sat back and allowed the young people take over, and they're just dealing with things from the back, and their name is still relevant to you today.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, you're giving us quite a number of exclusives.
No, you don't try.
Let's go straight to the foreign scene.
Oh, the foreign scene. Oh my God. I mean, there are a lot, but I really do hope. I don't think I've established like any proper well, the people I'm looking to work with, like I want to work with like a lot of the guys from the Latino scene. Yeah.
You're chasing the numbers.
No, the numbers is great, but like apart from that, like I just really have their sound.
What's your okay, their sound and what again?
Their sound, and it's basically their sound, and
I thought the ladies was like going to be part of the conversation.
Oh, the ladies will always come.
Okay, you heard it there.
I mean, his DM is full already. It's not his random vibes. But apart from all of that, where can people catch you on socials?
Yeah, on Instagram it's 𝐼𝐍𝐻. That's ANDREVIBEZ. On Twitter, 𝐼𝐍𝐻_.
Family, right now, they're super proud of you, right? Everybody's happy, like y'all.
Yes.
Doing the magic.
Andre, your mommy.
Yeah. I mean, you should be thinking of your son now. Okay, so you know what? Somebody needs to carry this.
I think I move generation. Let's continue it.
I'm sure the manager doesn't agree with me. What are you saying? We just start work, isn't it?
I need him focused for now.
But it's all good. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio, my brother.
Thank you,
thank you so much, for coming through. And I've been watching you. Beautiful space. And keep doing the great work that you do.
Thank you.
All right. Much love and much love to the family. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Manjua is proud of you.
So proud of you. We'll leave you with a record from ladipoe and Fireboy. This one is titled Running. It's still Andre Vibes. Yes, giving you the vibes right here on the show.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.